What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again, back in the building today, guys. And obviously, I'm a little late to the party, but I'm not late to the news. You know, I've known about the news about this Glock rifle for what, maybe over like a year or 2 years now, because there was images that kind of has surfaced of a AR-15 that had the Glock logo on it. It was in FDE in particular. I mean, I think the image is right here. This is the one I'm talking about. Seeing this, what, 3 years ago? So damn, it's been a very long time. I remember seeing this one at first, and then now we have some images, of course, of some Slavic police actually using this gun right here. And of course, we now have even a diaphragm of this from what people were stating is in Portuguese. I wanted to talk about it today, give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the gun overall as well, and big possibility that this could be making its way over to the US, maybe, possibly. We just got to wait and see. You know, obviously, SHOT Show is coming up 2026 in January, so we may see a possibility of this rifle as it's fully here in a way in its concept and is actually being utilized by some special militaries out there. I think Brazil, I think, as stated before, obviously Brazil, Portuguese, I think they've adopted a rifle as well. But we actually have some of the details on this particular rifle, which you can see. This is a 14.75, the Glock rifle 115. And obviously there's two different stocks going on here to show you I was going to say two different barrel lengths, but no, I think this is actually the same barrel length, and it's just showing you the adjustment of the stock and how far it can go out, 4 and then 5. But I also have a translation, obviously, of everything that's down here, which I believe is saying the dimensions. So what we got here is the Glock rifle 115, which is a 14.75. The operation system is the direct impingement gas system, which is mid-length, which I'm a big fan of mid-length. After shooting the M4A1 Riz 3 in the mid-length compared to carbine and pistol and even rifle, like, well, I would say not rifle, but out of a pistol gas tube and a carbine gas length and the gas tube, that mid-length is extremely smooth, especially when going out of a 14.5. I actually recently got a 12.5, which is able to accept, I think it's like the lowest you can go with a mid-length gas system, and that even shoots extremely well. Because you know when you run the carbine length gas system on 11.5s, 10.5s, I mean, it's good, but you got more kick. And the longer that gas tube, the better, you know, the overall travel of the gas itself, the smoother the gun shoots overall, in my humble opinion. Now, the caliber on this one, of course, is 5.56, 223, whichever you would like to say. And the capacity is stated at 10, 20, and 30 rounds, capable, of course, up to even more, just depending on whatever type of magazine you have. The firing mode, it states, is semi-automatic. That's what it's being stated. Even here, you can see it in English, semi-auto. And the dimensions of the barrel length is 14.75. The muzzle thread is 1/2 by 28, which is a standard. And you could see that the handguard you have here is a M-LOK slots at the 45, 90, 135, 180, 225, 270, and 315 degrees. So you have that full rotation of M-LOK slots being featured on the gun as well. The overall length with the collapsed stock is 31.53 inches, and that's it, totally collapsed. And you can see also, seems like there's like a QD slot featured right here on the gun. Let me see if we can get a little bit closer. Your QD slot right there as well. So you got the QD slot. You got some irons, which it seems like these like are some standard just mag pull sights maybe. That part I don't know. These look like some standard mag pull sights that are plastic. That's what it at least looks like right here. And a standard mag pull with CTR stock, I would say. It looks a little bit updated though than a typical CTR stock. The rifle comes with a flash hider installed. As you can see, the A2 standard flash hider. The spec sheet mentions that the data is approximate and may change without notice. And the rifle looks like a Glock's take on AR-15 platform with a 14.75 mid-length gas barrel, M-Link handguard, and adjustable stock. And of course, you have one of the biggest parts is the actual grip itself. It mimics a lot of the standard grip that is utilized on the Glock pistols. They went a lot with that. You can even see the little square here that features the Glock logo. The Glock logo here is pretty hard to see, but when looking at the version here, you can see it's probably even hard I'll try to zoom in, but you can see the Glock logo right there. Oh, there you go. It's hard. It's blurry. We still can't get a guy. It's like an alien in a UFO. We still can't get this honest, cleared up image of the gun. Still to this day, like this thing has been uh not a good kept secret, but a kept secret still. But this has been put out. It's been flowing around. Um, see, this is an article right here. Let's see. Can we get this in English? Page not found. Oh, they removed it. Yeah, Glock removed it or something. They removed it. So they've been utilizing it. Um, Me personally, I'm a big fan of Glock. We know Glock for Glock perfection. It keeps things very standard, very just clean cut, but sometimes simple and simplicity just works, right? And I feel like that is also a lot of what the Glock gun will end up being. Something very simple, something very simplistic, and something that just works. The charging handle. I think a lot of the things are going to be pretty standard. So with that said, I'm very curious of what the price point will be. If we're looking at plus 12, 13, 14, plus 15 is just too much. But I definitely know that Glock will only put out something that is very good and on par with a lot of things out there. Like, I mean, I think that Glock would put out something up to par with what we see something of a Daniel Defense. I don't see them putting out something anything cheaper or less of. And I'm not saying Daniel Defense is cheap because it's not whatsoever. But I'm thinking of something on the lines of like the recent release Daniel Defense, the SLW. Or SL, I think it's the SLW, right? The SLW. I actually got it. I actually got the gun right here. We're gonna have a video coming up soon on that. But I think something of that magnitude, or even maybe I don't know something that's premium, but as good as LWRC. I've heard also that it is a AMB setup as well. You can see the bolt catch. I was watching a couple other videos. I think Ben Stoker put out something where he even stated that that was one of the issues that some of the people were saying they had a very big oversized bolt release catch, but people got used to it too. So we'll just have to wait and see, man. But definitely, definitely excited for something like this. And I think Glock will get it out to the U.S. I think it will be coming sooner than later. We already saw Glock evaporate more than half of their SKUs on their Glocks, even the Glock 17 being something only available for law enforcement now. And a lot of the commercial market, just all these models being evaporated, obviously because not many people are buying 40 cal as much, and a lot of stuff like that makes sense. I get it. But I do also think that they're making room for something big like this that may come in. Of course, 14.5, 16, 10 and a half, SBRs. You got as well as pistols, all these different type of configurations. And the fact that this is Glock and Glock is being utilized by tons of police forces out there for their pistols, I think Glock's gonna know that we can drop this and get this in the states. Law enforcement will eat this up, and then we get to eat it up as well from the commercial market as a consumer. So it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. It's more so when. But as we get closer, SHOT Show's right around the corner. Either two things are gonna happen. We'll start hearing about this and potentially seeing this come around. People will start getting NDAs and stuff like that happening in maybe in December so that they can launch it at SHOT, or it just is revealed at SHOT and launches later on in Q2 or 3 or maybe even Q1 of SHOT Show. Maybe who knows? But it's coming, I think, in my humble opinion. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions though down below in the comment section if this is a something that you are looking forward to. I am. I know though at the same time I'm not expecting it to be something groundbreaking or anything like that. But with the name of Glock and the heritage and the perfection that comes along with it, I like it, and I think it's gonna be something that could be highly recommended as somebody's first rifle, another rifle company. But at the same time, I can get it. It's gonna be just I don't expect them to be doing anything groundbreaking as well. I think the AR-15 has hit its point of just everything being done. There's still little things here and there, but it's just AR-15 has been maximized to its fullest at this point. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section as always. I love y'all, and I got a call. Peace.